pastor, for bringing this group here. We've had thousands of people that sit at this table, many from around the world. We think this is a special place that God is really doing stuff. Not many people, young men, come in this parking lot who've been in jail all their lives, been in juvenile homes. Now they own homes, they run businesses, they do stuff. You'll meet some of them. But we kind of like a hood church. Most of the young men go here. They're straight from the street, straight here, and have changed their lives because we lower the standard. You know, the church said, come just as you are, and we really believe that. We don't care what you've done, we don't care what you're doing. It's about where we're going from here. So I hope this is a real rich experience for y'all being here. I know it's not easy going to another city, but we do want y'all to let your guards down, let your shields down, and that black ambiance we put around us so nobody can hurt us or bother us, let it down. We don't need it here. You really don't. You at home here. In the last 3 years, like I said, I've been in 9 countries, African countries. I spent time just understanding us better. And I'm glad you're here. And this will be kind of life-changing for y'all if you let it be life-changing. I'm a sheet splitter. I said sheets on the best sheet splitter ever through this sheet.
Hold on. I'm a sheet splitter.
Wait a minute. Okay, go ahead.
I'm a sheet splitter. I forgot.
Maybe
just concentrate.
Okay.
When I was trying to
One more time.
Hold on, I got it.
Oh, you got it. Okay, go ahead.
I'm a sheet slitter. I slit sheets. I'm the best shit or sheet slitter ever slid.
Yeah, messed up, man. You ain't me cussing in the chat. Go around the room and introduce yourself and why you came on this trip.
Start with me. I'm LaToya Johnson, or Miss Toya. I'm one of the coaches for the organization. I'm here just to see how Mr. Will spread God's word outside of Buffalo. I'm here because the youth is one of my passions. I'm here because even at my age, I still have a desire to grow closer to God. So I can do that. I can also do that in Buffalo and outside of Buffalo. So I love community outreach.
Okay.
I'm Malachi.
John, tell us who you are. You ain't gonna get no help.
I'm Malachi. I came on this trip to see if I change by the time I go back.
Wow, that's powerful.
And my name is Anthony. I came on this trip because I want to help the youth as well. We had a big basketball thing.
Wait, I'm gonna do something. You do me a favor. Switch seats. So he connected to you and you. Yeah. I'm just like that, y'all. Forgive me. Because I ain't gonna reach him because he's gonna come through you. He's gonna filter it through you for whatever reason.
My name is Kyle. I play basketball. I came here to change and meet new people.
Welcome. Yes, sir.
Me? Who else? My name is Willis. I'm 17. I like playing basketball. I came here to meet new people.
What position do y'all play?
Point guard.
Point guard?
Shooting guard. Sometimes point. Depending on who I'm guarding.
I'm Mir, aka Snoop. That's who I am now, you know. My heart is for God and His will. For His presence, His word, and His will. I'm here because He told me to come here.
Wow.
And I'm looking forward to what He's about to do, and I am in expectation of His miraculous manifestation.
That's great. That's great, man.
My name is Francesca. I came here to have fun.
Great.
How old are you?
15.
My name is Andrea. I came here to experience something new, and yeah, that's about it.
I'm Will. I'm the one that started this block club basketball, and I know nothing about basketball. Never have, never did. But one of the things that I do know is that God does not call us because of what we can do. He calls us because of what He can do. And if we just shut up and listen, God will start telling you wild and crazy things. Don't tell us that like that. But He'll tell you some wild and crazy things to do. All He's looking for is to see whether you will do it or not.
Great. Yes, sir.
My name is Aaron. I'm 22. Came out here to learn and grow spiritually.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
My name is Aaron. I just came to meet new people and see something new.
Hello, everybody. My name is Rashonda. I love youth. I mentor. I've always worked with in the system, with school systems or like behavior systems with kids that are homeless or they have behavior issues and they just need social support. And I'm here and I assist pastor now here at the URCN as well at the church. So it's just so awesome to have you guys here, and I'm looking forward to getting to know you guys and just having a good weekend. So thank you for coming.
Thank you. Anybody else? James, you gotta introduce yourself.
My name is James. I'm a member here at Joy Tabernacle. I sit here at this table. This table started, it changed my life sitting here at this table. It's been real positive around here for me. Good change for me.
I really ain't have a father figure in my life, so like I ain't really get to experience having a dad or anything. Like my mom always been there, so like I never really like had that person on my side to teach me what's right or what's wrong. My brother, he was in and out of jail, so like I couldn't look up to my brother either because he used to do dumb stuff too, him and his friends. So I ain't had nobody to look up to, so I had to figure out my own way to make me be positive and do my own thing. Give me a job, something that my brother wasn't doing, but now he is. He changed his way around a lot though.
Really?
Yeah.
And you had laugh on him? You still look, so you be able to look up to him a little bit more than you?
Not really,
Not yet.
but almost, but not really.
No, go ahead. I interrupted you.
But I don't even want to talk about my dad.
It does. It makes you feel something.
Yeah, I just don't even want to talk about
Yeah,
it.
and that's why I'm saying, remember I told you guys, you gotta go back in there and rearrange some stuff to put it back into order to really go back and have a life. If not in many ways, they still got their foot on you and you can't grow, because I'm stuck. And not only that, my hatred, my anger turns in on me. It turns in on me. I appreciate this group because you've done well with them, because the average black man will not let another black man get in his face and start asking questions without shutting down. And usually because it's a dead issue. I don't want to hear no voices of authority. I don't want to hear that. I resent that. I resent another black man because most black men, my dad had let me down and disappointed me. So when I look at, why do you think black men kill black men? Because how many of y'all heard this? You just like your dad. That's the worst thing to tell a child. Because most of our lives, what we've been told is, he ain't no good. He ain't this. He ain't that. He didn't do that. And then they tell me, you just like him.
First and foremost, I would like to clap it up for y'all being honest and transparent. Like you said, that takes genuinely a lot. And like you said, especially our African youth, we definitely bury stuff. I was talking to Ann about this yesterday, I think. Like we take pain and bury more pain on pain, and then take more pain and bury on pain, and take more pain and bury on pain, and then we put a mask on and say, this is who I am. And then it's not even who you are. It's a fake representative of who you are. And then I might slip up and do something funny, and it strikes your feeling, and you get real aggressive with me. And I'm like, whoa, where'd I just come out of? And you don't know you got pain. Buried on pain. Buried on pain. Buried on pain. And all he's trying to do is get y'all to release it.
You act like Snoop too. We have it. and we gotta release it, and that's what this weekend is about, is releasing and being that kid again. But listen, I'm in the world, but not of the world. The world does not dictate my values no more. I went back, look at me, I went back and got my kid, and I brought him back out. I brought him back out. You can live now. You can come back out. The things I wish for, my dad, I drank, I drugged, I was on crack bad, y'all, years ago. You better know, I mean bad, because pain on top of pain. I didn't know how to deal with it. But in that agony is when I realized I don't want to live like this. So whatever I got to do to be free again. And so I'm probably one of the most free people you ever met. Is because I went back and got that kid, that little kid that was in there who hid from the world because the world was too hard to deal with. And so I hid him. But remember, when I hid him, I also locked myself in the room. And I can't come out and enjoy life, because now I gotta walk with the face, the facade. You ever seen somebody walk in the room and everybody look at you and you can feel the heaviness of how I gotta walk? Because I look at everybody else's face to validate who I am. Hear what I'm saying? We dress to validate who we are, not to ourselves, to somebody else. Everything about us is so outside. So we live in a westernized world that teaches you everything about your values on the outside, but the Bible says, greater is he that's on the inside. Your greatest value is on the inside. That gold is still in you, especially in you, boy.
Especially in you.
It's in you. The gold in there, you gotta get that gold and clean it off, and it's gonna come back again. The disappointment of the daddy, the grandmama lost, is what covered that gold up. Because gold don't look like gold when you first pull gold out. You gotta go through a fire and a cleansing process. Then it shines, and that's what y'all doing now.
Okay, for the ball.
That's me.
It's him.
962-2198.
Nope. That's crazy.
2198.
Well, thank God for this time. But anyway, I did not expect what you guys have done for us here today. I mean, that's blowing my mind, actually.
Thank you,
It really is. And here's the deal. Before we came here, the devil was working like nobody's business. We couldn't get a hotel. We couldn't get the van. And then
We couldn't get the Wi-Fi either.
Forget the Wi-Fi. wait, we couldn't get the van. Then I called Avis's number online, and I got scammed out of $600. I'm saying, oh God. And then at the last minute, I called a friend of mine. She came over, and because I just got a debit card, I have a credit card. She put the van on her card. But it was like every turn, something was happening, and so we really shouldn't have been here. Let me tell you, prior to that, Anthony here, this is my adopted son, all right? He was living in Tennessee, he was living in Michigan here. He called me one day and said, I need to come home. Because I had told him, when he left to go to Michigan, I told him, you don't come back home until God says it's time for you to come back home, right? So he said come back home. I thought he was coming for a day or so. He came back home, and I had to go to the office, so I left. And he called his mother on the phone, and he tried to commit suicide that day in my house. Took a bunch of pills. All right, so I told him call 911. He said don't call 911. I said, yeah, right. I'm calling 911 because you don't play with suicide. All right, and so they came and got him, took him to the hospital. Hospital let him go that same day. So the next day he was hanging out with one of the other fellas, and he they went to play basketball, he dropped somebody off, and then he took his car, drove his car into a brick wall and tried to kill himself the second time. That next day, crashed the wall, tore the car up, went to the lake. They were able to get him out. Then they took him, they kept him at the hospital. All right, so the next day I'm going to see how he's doing. We had a cookout, that was a holiday. Had a cookout. And so cookout was going great. And so I gotta leave because I'm going to the hospital to see Anthony. As I'm getting ready to leave the house, my stepfather drops dead. And so, you know, I was at a spot where God, I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to do this. And so, you know, Anthony's gotten a whole lot better. He's living with me. And we've been talking about whether we're gonna do the trip or not, because I hadn't started raising any funds or anything for this thing. And I hadn't even told any of the guys that we were doing it. And then as we were talking, you know, I'm talking to Anthony about, I'm not sure. And I heard God say, isn't the word faith? So, okay, because I mean, God told me to come here. And so I had to suck it up and say, we're doing this. That next day, we had a basketball game, and I started telling everybody, I'm taking two of the best. And the best is not necessarily the best player, but it's the best who God is calling to come on this trip. Okay, and so we started announcing that, and I still didn't have the money. And I was telling Anthony, I don't have the money, but God's come to provide. And so right before we came here, we did what we call a yard sale giveaway. We get a whole bunch of stuff, sofas, refrigerator stoves, and Anthony and I picked all this stuff up, and we just give away to people in the community to help service people, right? And so we're picking up some stuff from one guy. He's the treasurer for our organization. And some said, ask Fran what's in a certain account. And I said, oh, Fran, by the way, how much is in that account? And he said, about $15,000. I said, what? And so that's the account that I was able to do this. So God was telling us, listen, well, it was already there, you know? And so that's why we're here now. And all the other things that went on, so I said, you know, the devil really is trying to stop this, and we're just going to go through it. And I thank God, because I was not expecting what you guys had in store for us today. And I really appreciate it. So, one of the things I want to talk about, this is going to be quick, because we're going to be meeting at Pastor McCathern's house on Monday before we head back to Detroit and do some other stuff, and then have dinner, and then we're going to head out back to Buffalo. But one of the things that went to my mind is, how many of you guys really need God? Show of hands. Need God. Show of hands. Your hand not up? You don't need God? Yeah. You need God. I need God. Okay. So, but one of the things that you never realize is that how much God needs you. You know, in Buffalo, we talked about the crime and stuff going on, and God is looking for a man. And he's specifically looking for young men that will say, okay, God, I'm ready to do this, whatever it is. Because, you know, I look at it, I can call them Curly, Larry, and Mo down there. I can look at those three. And, you know, on the exterior, they don't look like they should be used of God, but on the interior, God is saying, I need to use you. And God just presented a whole plan before you guys, right, today. And so you need to recognize that you're here because God needs you. And you might say, well, how does God need me? He's God, right? Well, see, there's a world going on that you guys mentioned a lot about, that our fathers never taught us what we needed to know or do. Okay? And so we mess up, we lose. Okay? And I saw the pain in a lot of you guys' faces when you talked about your father, because he wasn't there. And God needs us older guys to step up. I mean, and let me back for a second. This didn't start with our generation. Okay, it started with my grandfather, great-grandfather, because that's when they stopped teaching us what the Word says. That's when they start realizing that, you know, remember who's you might be old enough, you don't know. But the idleness, it's your thing, do what you want to do. That's what the era was. Do whatever you want to do, okay? If it feels good, do it, all right? And that's so contrary to the Word of God. And so our young people are just doing what feels good. You know, somebody mentioned about, well, I wrote it down, but I won't get it right now. But God wants us to find young men like you. That's what drew me to Pastor McCathern, because he had some amazing young men, and I still see he still has you guys and girls, you know, and he's doing the work. Am I right? It's evident. We can see it just by sitting here. He's doing the work. So God has called me 4 times to this place, and I'm sure He's going to call me here again. All right. But one of the things I wrote down is that we need to bond with the church here and the church in Buffalo. Say, what can we do together? How can we hook up with our young man, with your young man, and do more than just a weekend? Because the world is going crazy. Okay? And our young people need help. And when you look at like these 4 guys, right? You look at these 4 guys, okay? And you look at them, and you know, if they get it right, then they turn around and get those younger ones right. My job is to reach these older guys. Okay? That's my job. It's their job to turn around and reach you guys. And it's your job to reach those younger ones. All right? And so that's not going to happen until you decide to make a conscious decision to say, okay, God, I heard that you needed me. I'm ready. All right? And this is not that cute little thing that says, repeat after me, Jesus, forgive me for my sins, come into my life, you know, and think that's it, because so many people think that it takes me 2 seconds or 3 seconds to get somebody saved. And God is saying, no, it don't work that way. We need to have established solid relationships with people. So when we talk about get with you guys, and you've heard me say this before, that this is not just a weekend. We're going to be with you guys for the long haul. All right? We're going to be with you guys for long, because that's what it's going to take. It's not about a 2-second witness. It's about, man, how can I help you to get to where you need to be? You know, call me whenever you need me. I'll come by. I'll do whatever it takes. All right? And so all of my guys know, the older guys I work with, we get together every other Sunday for dinner and Bible study. All right? I'm teaching them. And it's so important that our young people learn the Word, because when they don't know the Word, they don't know who God is. All right? And the devil's out doing all kind of crazy stuff, and we say, hey, stuff happens. It is what it is. And it's not what it is, because you have the power to change not just you, but change everything going on around you. I mean, it has to be. I was talking to Kai, and I told him, we did talk about this today. He was right with a friend of his that got shot 2 days before we came here and killed. All right? And
daylight.
In broad daylight. I mean, that has to be traumatic. And it's even more traumatic without God. Okay? And so God is saying to Kai and the rest of these guys, pardon?
And I knew the boy.
Okay, right. Mm-hmm. God is saying to young men like Kai and the rest of you guys, God is saying, I need you, because it's only going to get worse unless you get better. Okay? All right, so I'm going to stop there, because we're going to talk more on Monday when we get together. But we're going to talk in the hotel later on also. All right? But, because I know most of you guys are looking like you're getting hungry.
I'm trying to play somebody in basketball.
Got the camera guy. I'm the camera
like
guy. I ain't the camera guy. I'm in.
Yeah, I want to get on YouTube. Yeah, I want to get on YouTube. Oh yeah, on our way to the farmers market. You feel me? Yeah, with Pastor Ian and Tristan.
See how fast the link can go. 2021.
Finna push it to this max speed. Yes, sir.
Take a trip right now, round town right now. Take a trip right now, round town right now. Take a trip right now, round town right now. Take a trip right now, round town right now. Take a trip right now, round town right now. Take a trip right now.
Oh, so tell me where we supposed to go from here, 'cause I don't wanna see you go right now. Heard what you said and yeah, you sounded sincere. Girl, let me test it, let me come right.
Whoa, so tell me where we supposed to go from here, 'cause I don't wanna see you go right now. Heard what you said and yeah, it sounded sincere. So let me test it, let me come right now. Take a trip right now, round town right now. Take a trip right now, round town right now. Take a trip right now, round town right now. Take a trip right now, round town right now. Take a trip right now, round town right now. Take a trip right now.
They got that over there. They got. I'm sure you're gonna do it. I got you.
I'm about to go visit some other stuff. Us? Alright, feel me. What's up, YouTube? Back with another one. Bro. Going outside. It smells good in here like some, I don't even know. Like some candy corn, man. Those Louis V bags?
Doms or whatever.
This is Dom's.
What? Dom, this Dom's.
Yeah.
Ain't no day to it. I ain't see it. All right, we. What? All right, we'll try it. We'll try it.
We by ourselves, guys.
We'll try.
I gotta get gas. Oh, you want to stay here?
Yeah, I guess we'll stay here.
Okay, I take y'all on Miller. They want to go to 12 different places on Miller Road.
Hey, drop them off.
Oh yeah, drop them off and go in.
No, we do it. We'll do it.
And I gotta get some gas.
Man, we out here, man. We recording, man. Yeah, man. We in this joint, man.
Oh. What's Penny's place?
It's a Chinese restaurant.
Boy, ain't nobody going. Where is it at?
It's just down the street. Like you drive a little bit down.
I am not going to 5, 6 different places for everybody to get something different.